Hello guys, Brad here again with another fragrance review. Today I want to look at my first fragrance from the house of Michel, Germain, and this is one from their sexual line. If you do your research, you will know that there are a lot of the sexual fragrances in the Michel Germain line, and this one is called Sexual Paris Tendre, which I believe means tender. So you would think, okay, tender, sexual, sort of soft, but at the same time sort of arousing, is my take on the meaning of the title of this fragrance. Came out in 2016, so relatively recent release, and described as a woody aromatic. Top notes of champagne, bergamot, star anise, and white pepper. Middle notes of juniper berries, patchouli, cedar, and thyme. Base of musk, leather, and vetiver. And inside the card, it doesn't say a whole lot. It just says aphrodisiac infused. Looking at the notes here, I'm not really sure what the aphrodisiac is. Perhaps the champagne accord could be considered an aphrodisiac. I'm not sure about that one. You might want to talk that over with your lawyer before you proceed on that one, though. But the smell on this one, well, it starts off as a nice, fresh, somewhat fruity smell. The bergamot combines with that champagne accord, gives a rather nice, bubbly, citrusy bergamot type smell. Um, And I know a lot of people are comparing this one with Dior's Sauvage. Now, I don't have much to say about that. I don't have a lot of experience with Sauvage. I did review it, sampled it briefly, but I don't have a lot to say about the Sauvage comparisons. Although a lot of the other reviewers are saying, "Oh, it reminds me of Sauvage." Um, just a nice, pleasant, fruity, champagne infused bergamot, if you will. Um, Now, I do notice on this fragrance, as it starts to settle in after maybe 10, 15 minutes, then I start picking up on some of these old school type vibes here. I get this herbal leather accord, old school leather combined with some of the thyme, the star anise. Um, And so it almost kind of reminds me of something like a Zara pour Homme a little bit in the base. Now, it's not quite as old school or harsh as that one is, because it still maintains its freshness from the bergamot champagne accord at the top. But that herbal leather does come through a little bit as it dries down. And then, weirdly enough, as it dries down even more, it seemed like the herbal leathery nature kind of went away and it became fresh again. So I thought that was a little bit strange. Maybe the bergamot and the champagne really hold on there strong to keep it smelling fresh throughout. So my thoughts on this one: it's an okay sort of fruity type fragrance, kind of modern smelling, with some nods to the old school eras of the Brutes, the Azzaros, and the Old Spice, that kind of thing. But it's never quite as old school or harsh as those, because that champagne and bergamot keeps it kind of bright and modern as well. So I thought it was an okay fragrance, and not something that I'm anxious to rush out and buy, but not bad. I've been wearing it at work all week, and it's been okay. Didn't get any feedback on this one, maybe because it is a little bit soft, like the name implies, tender, tendre, kind of a maybe close quarters type scent, maybe best for intimate encounters. But let me get into some final scores on Sexual Paris Tendre. The smell, I'm going to give 6 out of 10. I thought it smelled okay. Wasn't blown away by it. But, if you're interested in what champagne smells like in a fragrance, I guess this would be a good one to check out because of that. Projection longevity, I thought it kind of came across as kind of light myself. You can smell it on yourself throughout the day, but projection didn't seem to be all that impressive. So we'll say about 7 out of 10 there. Nothing too impressive. We'll say maybe 2 to 3 hours of projection. But maybe 7, 8 of longevity. Uniqueness, I'll say 6 out of 10. I thought, the champagne edge gave it a little bit of uniqueness, but nothing so unique and mind-blowing that I would feel obliged to run out and buy it. Versatility, I'll say 7.5 out of 10, because I do think this one is fresh and fruity enough for hot weather, but the old school edge from the thyme and the leather could make it work year round as well. This could be a good all season signature scent for somebody out there. Price point, Fragrance Net does carry this one, so that means you can get a good price on it. The 4.2 ounce bottle is less than $50. It's $49.13 is what I saw listed. Overall, for me, I'll give this one a 6 out of 10. Thought it was a nice, fresh scent, but in the big scheme of things, nothing overly impressive. It's just another fragrance as far as I'm concerned. But I have another sexual fragrance to check out later. We'll see how that one does. But this one was an okay start to the line. Thanks for watching, and I will talk to you guys later.